Okay, so today I'm going to show you how I made a texture mod for Super Smash Bros. Melee and how you can install that texture mod. And this goes for any other texture mod that you want to install, and I'll also show you how I made this for the Game & Watch, because Game & Watch is a little bit of a special case when it comes to making texture mods. First I'm going to show you sort of the programs I used. So first section, I'm gonna actually show you how to install the texture mod. Okay, so first you're gonna need a few things. Okay, you're gonna need a Melee ISO that you play Melee on, and then you're also gonna need the DAT texture wizard, and you're also going to need your .dat file. Okay, so I'm not going to show you how to get a Melee ISO in this video, but it is pretty easy to get somewhere online. For this, I'm going to show you, this is what a .dat file looks like. It's just a weird name plus a .dat, and you're also going to need a DAT texture wizard. I run mine as an administrator because otherwise it doesn't work for me for some reason. And links to these stuff will be in the description. So what you're going to need to do is File, open Disk, and then go to where your Melee ISOs are. So my custom sort of thing, I renamed it this, but you'll see it says rebuilt. There's a lot of other ones, like this is just a normal one, and this is some other stuff, but you're going to want to find the one that you want to edit. So this is that one for me, Custom Melee. I just renamed it Custom Melee and then added that afterwards. So I press open, and then you'll see a bunch of stuff here that maybe doesn't make sense to you right away. But what you really gonna want to look at is see in this one, it has sort of an explanation of what it is. You're just going to want to look at stuff like that. But for this tutorial, maybe if you want me to make another tutorial on how to do stages, how to make stages or install stages or anything like that, but they're all pretty similar to this. But for this tutorial, we're going to do Game & Watch. So you go to characters up here, and then you see the character files and then a bunch of stuff. You look for Game & Watch right here, and then you see their stuff here. But you see Game & Watch is a little bit different than everyone else. Say if we look at Falco here, he has more. He has red, neutral, green, blue, and also animation, idle animation, and shared textures. But then Game & Watch only has a neutral costume, and then the rest. And how you edit these things I'll show you later, but it's a little bit more complicated. How you replace a skin, you say find the skin that you want, which is the only skin here. This is for any normal person like Falco. You'd sort of look at what it says, and then you just click and then press import file. But for Game & Watch, it's a little bit different. In this, it's this file name. It's the pigw.dat, and you see his neutral costume is pigwnr, which this wouldn't fit. It wouldn't fit. So you got to find the file that matches, and then you click import file, and then you look for where that file that you want to import is. It's right here. You just click on it, press open, and then it says ready to be replaced, and it's in red, alright? And also it says up here. Now, if you're just replacing one texture at a time, now you're going to want to press Control S. But if you're replacing multiple, you just keep replacing, and then you press Control S, because you'll get a lot of rebuilds of your thing if you do multiple at once. So then you just press Control S to save successful. Sometimes it'll say the rebuild saved as a backup or whatever. But after that, you can close out of this, and then if we open Melee, now I'm on Slippy here, you can do this on whatever you want, but it still works on Slippy. You find the one that you edited. So for me, it was the custom melee rebuilt.iso. You open it up. And now, if we look
Training mode.
here,
Mr. Game and Watch.
then these character portraits and stock icons, I'll show you how to replace afterwards after this, because sometimes you don't have them. But say let's just select the pink one. Let's go to Pokemon Stadium.
Go.
And you see I'm pink here.
Training mode.
Check the other ones. And then the neutral costume is just normal.
Training mode.
Okay, so that's step one. Let's close out of Melee right now. And actually we're gonna keep this open. So now I'm gonna show you how to replace stock icons and character portraits. So for me, this is gonna be on Slippy, but for you, it could be on anything. Just go to NetPlay, open containing folder, and if you're not doing this on Slippy, then you're looking for this folder with the Dolphin EXE and then all this other stuff. So you want to go to User, Load, Textures, and then if you have nothing here, you're going to want to download the HG textures, because this is what this will be. So when you download the textures, you unzip it and then you throw it in this textures folder. After you've done that, you can go to Gale 1, Main, go to HUD, and then actually in here there might be some other stuff that you want to replace, but for me it's HUD, stocks, pixel art. You see I have the ultimate ones here. So you're gonna want to take these, highlight them all, and just throw them in here. And then press replace, but I'm not gonna do that because I already have them in here. And then for the character portraits, what you're gonna want to do is go back here to the CSS. You're gonna go to portraits, and then go to character that you want, and then you just highlight these and then throw them in here again. But you're gonna want to get that one too. But I'm not gonna replace these because I already have. And that's the gist of installing them. You'll see them everywhere else. Now we're gonna go to the portion of the video where you're gonna actually learn how to make these things for Game & Watch. And again, if you want me to make a tutorial for any other type of character, any other like stage or anything, just let me know. So first, what you're gonna want to do is open up GC Rebuilder, which I'll link in the description. All of the stuff that I'm talking about will be linked in the description. So you're gonna want to image, open, and then you're gonna want to go to where you store your Melee ISO. Here, rebuilt. That's where mine is. And then you're gonna want to scroll down until you find the Game & Watch one, which I believe is PIGW. And this method doesn't only work for Game & Watch, but it works to replace colors like on Marth's sword or whatever. But I'm not going to go into that in this tutorial. Let me know if you want something like that. But so PIGW, click export, and then I'm just going to do it to my desktop. And you'll see this here. Now you can just close out of this. Next, you're gonna open up a hex editor. I'll link one in the description. That's pretty popular. HXD. So you're just gonna want to throw this in here. And lots of numbers, lots of anything. It's a little scary, right? So what you're gonna want to do is just scroll down. Keep scrolling until you see a specific number, which is 379 and then 37AO. Now I have an actual blank Game & Watch set. So what you're going to want to look for is the 3790 to 3780 or 3780, whatever. And you're going to want to look for these sets of things. So a 000 FF, a 60 a 00 and an FF, a 0060 FF, and then a 0060 00 FF. You don't need to worry about this. So those are his 4 costumes. So this first one, it's his black color. The next one is his red color. The next one is his blue color. And then this one is his green color. Okay? So that's what you're gonna follow. There's a sort of image that I'll put up on screen, I guess, and I'll put in the description. I'm also going to put a guide for this, but this is just a video guide sort of thing. There's a sort of section in a texture hacking guide that says exactly what I'm saying here. So how are you going to replace colors? Like, what does 0016 mean? Like, what? Huh? Now, what you're going to want to do is, so there's a website called coolers.co, and it gives you color palettes. So all you have to do is just press the spacebar until you find any color that you like. Okay, so I like this eggshell color, right? I don't have any white color for anything that I've done before. So what you're gonna want to do is just select this. You're gonna copy it, and then there's your hex code. Okay. So just drag this off to the side. So keep this in mind. Okay. So we're gonna replace this neutral color. Okay. So we just follow it. F2 E8 CF. Okay, that's all you need to do, and then that's change the color and the outline of the color. Okay, let's continue in this thing. So we did a neutral color. Now let's do red color by just typing in BC. You don't need to hold shift. 4749. Don't touch the FF. What FF means at the end is the amount of opacity it has. So FF is completely opaque, and that's usually what you want, unless you want some semi-transparent weird stuff. Okay, and so that's the red color. Now we're gonna do blue color. So there's nothing blue here, so let's just skip the blue, and we'll find another one later that maybe will work with this color palette. But what green are we gonna pick? The one that fits with these sort of Italy-ish colors. I'll take the May green here. Let's just do this. Put this in 6A 994E. So now let's look for a blue color. Oh, perfect. So the one that fits with the last one, sort of pastel, light colors. I'll say, can I make this? And then a few things that you can do is click view shades. And then now if you want a lighter shade, you go here. If you want a darker shade, you go down. I want this darker shade actually. So I'll just copy this over. Let me actually make it visible. So that's a really cool thing of this website. And this website is completely free. You don't have to make an account or anything. 7, 8, B1, E3. And now we've got our completed textures for Mr. Game & Watch. So now how do we do this? Now we press Control S once again. And then I'm gonna close out of this right now because we'll come back to it later. Okay, so now we've saved this. Now we just close this because it's just editing the file. So now this is our edited file, okay? So now what do? Now we go back to the texture wizard. We're gonna open it. And now we're gonna go to characters. We're gonna go down to Game & Watch. we've already done this, right? Import files from desktop. We're gonna just do that. It's ready to be replaced. Save. And now we're good. Now let's open this in Slippy. Okay, we got this open. And now I'm gonna launch the one that I put it into.
Mayday! Training mode.
Now let's check this out.
Mr. Game and Watch.
Portraits are still the same from my other mod. I'll show you how to do those after I show you what they look like in game. So this is neutral color, eggshell, looks pretty nice.
Training mode.
Let's do the red color.
Go.
Okay, yeah, looks pretty cool.
Training mode.
Cyan or blue,
Go.
nice sort of pastel-y blue. I think it fits really well into this.
Training mode.
Now we've got green.
Go.
Nice. Okay, so we've got our 4 colors now. But you see now, look at my stock icon. It's if you look at my stock icon now, it's yellow. It's not green. So how do we change that?
Training mode.
Well, we can't do it in Melee, of course. So we exit. And what we're gonna do is we don't need any of this. Actually, we do. We need to open this folder, but we can save that for later. And now what we're gonna do is go to this website called Pixlr E.
Mayday!
This is me from the future here. I almost forgot to say, if you haven't written down your hex values, what you can do is you can go in game
Mr. Game and Watch.
and just make a bunch of game
Mr. Game
watches.
and Watch. Mr. Game and Watch.
Remember, these character
Mr.
portraits
Game and Watch.
aren't accurate. So now we'll just like pick whatever,
Ready? Go.
and then so I've got a screenshot now of these things. I can use that later. We're gonna open in Pixlr E. We're gonna open image, gonna open our screenshot, and there we go. We got our colors, and we can crop this out, and there we go. We've got a nice screenshot for if you want to upload this or whatever. But we also have our colors that we selected. Go to the dolphin folder, user, load, textures, scale 1, main, and HUD, and then stocks pixel art. Now this is where my stock icons are, right? And they're all completely different, right, from what you have normally, right? They're the ultimate sort of things from Ultimate, and I'll leave the link to this texture pack that I have, the character screen ones. But right now, what we're gonna do is just find the stock icon that we want to edit, which is this Game & Watch one. Just drag it over here, create new, and what we're gonna do now is we're just gonna copy the colors. So we're gonna just select the eyedropper, select that, and then also select the outline. And then now I'm just gonna scroll in a little bit. So this can be a little finicky if you want this to look like really good, because it can leave these black sort of things, which is not really what you want most of the time. So we're just gonna make it the outline first, see if that works, and it doesn't. So what you can do is when you make the outline, you can increase the tolerance to somewhere around here, and then you see it's a little bit bolder. You want to turn it back down when you fill the middle again, and then you can just click 3 times and you got a stock icon, and it's going to be really small, so it doesn't matter if it looks a little jagged on the edge. So now what you're going to do is just export, and then you can export it wherever you want. You can export it back into the file thing by just copying this file path or whatever, or you can, what I'm gonna do is just create a new folder, call it tutorial G and M, and then just open that, save this in here. And the file name needs to be completely the same, so you can't just edit it willy-nilly. So then now what we're gonna do is, since we just edited the neutral costume as green, we're gonna need to do this all over again. So make sure that if you're editing the neutral costume, you get the neutral colors, otherwise it's gonna be a little wacky. So I'm just gonna reset this again. There, that's pretty good. So yeah, we're just gonna export it. Yeah, it did. Okay, I'm just gonna delete this then. And then rename this to get rid of the 1. Okay, that's finally good. Okay, so now we've done the neutral costume. Now let's find another one. So this is his red costume. It's pink for me because, of course, I'm using my already edited ones. But so this is the red costume. You go back to your picture, you get the red. It's a little white here, so don't pick that. And then now, just replace the end. Sometimes it does that. That just means that your tolerance is a little too high. So you just turn it down, and that's good. And then, bam, another one. Export. Save. Okay, so we've done the stock icons, and now we're gonna do the character portraits. So we just go back to where we found them before, in the character select screen, portraits, and then go to Game & Watch, and here you go, you found them. So now we just create new once again, and I'm just gonna do this because I have these files loaded, or these colors loaded. So this is the inside, just click the inside of it, and then we're gonna click the outside. Oh, our tolerance is a little too high there. You see it's made it a little weird here. Which is just my fault. I don't think this will happen to you. Okay, this is really botched because I screwed this up before. Make sure you get this arm, this part of the body too. Okay, it doesn't look the best, but it'll do for now. Now again, we just export. Same folder. And the reason why I'm exporting these to a folder is so then you can share them online, or you can upload them to this site, the SSBM Textures. You just make make an account, and then you can upload it, which I'll do after this video, and then the link will be in the description if you want this specific sort of color set. We'll do neutral next. Go back to our image. Bam. Bam. And this should be way easier. Okay, and once again, that was easy. And make sure you get this part of the arm because it's not connected to anything if you're using Paint Bucket. Okay, and now what we've done is we've made a texture mod. Now in the tutorial Game & Watch things, we have this, and now all we need to do is add our DAT file, and there we go. We've made a texture mod for Game & Watch. That's the basics of making a texture mod for Mr. Game & Watch. Again, if you want me to make any other things, like any other texture modding guides or anything like that, then please let me know. I'm happy to make any type of that video for you. Before I leave though, I do want to say something. There is this cool sort of tool that you can get called Instant Eyedropper. I can leave this in the description if I feel like it, I guess. But what you do is you just click on it, and then say you like a color on your screen. You just like, oh, what's this color? And then you click on it, and then it's copied to your clipboard. You can see here. and then that's the same color as that. So very good tool if you see something that you like anywhere. But yeah, that's it. I'll leave you with some gameplay footage of the original CMYK colors. But yeah, that's it. I do want to say though, if you guys want to know any other mods that I use, texture mods, then I'll tell you in a separate video if it's a lot. But if you just want to know a specific one, then let me know in the comments. But yeah, I'll leave you some gameplay footage, and that should round out the video. See ya.